Legal issues are common, and attorneys are expensive. Legal Shield offers access to experienced attorneys to assist you at a fraction of the cost that you would pay otherwise. The Legal Shield mobile app makes accessing legal services easier by putting a dedicated law firm in the palm of your hand. Using the mobile app, you can call your dedicated law firm to discuss personal legal matters from neighbor disputes to consumer finance matters and more. Legal Shield provides 24/7 legal access to an attorney in emergency situations. You can upload and send documents for legal review, such as rental agreements and speeding tickets, and even begin to prepare your will with the available questionnaires. Members and non-members alike can access our free legal forms, create and send legally binding agreements, and use our virtual legal chatbot to receive answers to commonly asked legal questions. Legal protection is just a tap away with the Legal Shield mobile app.
Hey, good day. Welcome to another episode of Robert Report. I'm your host, Robert Bob TV Brown. How you doing today? All right, so before we get started on this particular video, on this segment of the Robert Report, want to give you an opportunity to go ahead and like the video now. Thumbs up it. Keeps the algorithm in hyperactive position where it can let people know that this video is up. Also, hit the subscribe button. Because oftentimes a lot of you have unsubscribed. Some of you unsubscribe because you don't like what I say. That's to each his own. Okay, I always pray that for every subscriber that's unsubscribed, I get 5, 10 more, and I'm starting to see that. All right, but if you are double check to make sure that you're subscribed. Okay, because Google has a habit of unsubscribing you. Another thing is hit the notification bell. It'll let you know when a new video is dropped. Whoop, there it is, instant access to the video. And even then, check that, make sure that notification bell is on, and because Google has a way of throttling information like that like what I'm about to tell you right now. I really don't like them, but this is the biggest platform. I am going to be moving over to Rockfin pretty soon. You hear that, YouTube? I'm moving to Rockfin. It is a blockchain platform. So, you know, you ain't the only one in town. Okay, so you can go ahead with your strikes and all that kind of stuff. Please, if you're going to super chat, and I want to thank everybody. I'm going to do probably at the end of the week all the people who help support this channel with the $5 membership down below for those who are going to be a part of the Patreon channel or the YouTube membership. But I don't suggest that you do super chat. Always do it to my PayPal or my Cash App if you want to be a blessing to this. To this channel. Now, if you don't have it, you don't have it. But some of y'all balling, man. Y'all can buy a brother a cup of coffee or 2 hot dogs and a soda from 7-Eleven. Come on, man. Y'all can let me get two hamburgers for $1, $5. Let me stop. No, but seriously, I'm growing this channel, and I don't want to do it by myself. I can, but I don't want to. I want the support of the people, and any amount of due on the PayPal and Cash App. But the membership for the Bob TV Brigade is $5 minimum. Okay, $5 a month, and that's for those who just, you got it like that, and you want to help me grow this channel. You want to be a part. I shout you out, whatever, and let people know that you support what we do. And you know me, my whole motto is, I don't take sides. I'm on the side of the people who want to take over. I'm not falling for the bull crap on the Democratic side or the Republican side. I'm not falling for the bull crap on Trump's side and any politician running on the Democratic side. Bernie, whoever it is, I'm not going to fall for okie doke. If I see okie doke, I'm not going to fall for it. So you got somebody that's really clearly balanced, unlike Fox News. Somebody that's neutral. I will big you up where you need to be, when you need to be bigged up. I will call you out when you do something that's worth calling out. Case in point, CNN, MSNBC, and all this lamestream media. And on the reverse side, Fox News. Because we already know, and I don't think Project Veritas is 100% credible, but I don't think they're 100% not credible. I believe their intention is well. Now, a lot of people say, well, Project Veritas is on the side of Republican. Well, they claim to be nonpartisan. And in my book, you need to have somebody on the inside exposing the other side on both sides. Somebody need to go on both sides, and there need to be a Project Veritas on the Republican side. There need to be a Project Veritas on the Democratic side to expose the BS that goes on every day. So they got this video of the president of MSNBC, telling the reporters, look, and we're going to do a video on this soon, telling the reporters, look, I don't want nothing on TV but Trump. Impeachment. I don't care what goes on. It could be a volcano over your mama house. Don't you talk about that. I don't want you talking about nothing else but Trump impeachment. And that's why you get people who will say, that'll sell out for that. Okay, I only say what my bosses say. They pay me $30,000 a day. And you're tempted to do that. But if you criticize your boss, if you criticize the network and how it's projecting the news or the media in general, they'll get on you. But anyway, let me get to this ad. This ad is scathing. This ad is shocking. This ad is riveting. And it's not blood or nothing like that. It's a simple ad the RNC put out to shame Democrats, to shame liberals. Now, I hate to use the word progressive, but it is designed to shame progressives too. Because the reason I hate to use the word progressive, because progressive is broad. Progressive is not party based. The Democrats trying to co-opt it. But there's progressives in every party. They just don't know it. And I'm talking about in the party, like a member of the party, not meaning a member of the party elite, but they're members of the Republican Party that are progressive, heavily progressive. And when you explain to them what progressive is, they may not tell you up front, but deep down in their heart, they'll say, yeah, I'm for that. Yeah, that sounds good. And they'll try to act tough. But deep down in the heart, you know it. You know it's good. You know Medicare for all will be a blessing to you. You know you probably got a grandma right now. You right now may be dealing with a situation that Medicare for all, once implemented, will save you a whole lot of money, and you'll get the doctors that you need to take to deal with that situation. We all know public education, it doesn't matter what it is, college, it doesn't matter. We pay with our taxes already. Why shouldn't we make sure that it's available to everybody at a public college? We know, that's a good deal. So I can go on and on and on, but this ad is scathing because what it is the Democratic leaning media mocking voters. In particular, people who voted for Trump. Watch this.
Trump couldn't find Ukraine on a map if you had the letter U and a picture of an actual physical crane next to it. He knows that this is, an administration defined by ignorance of the world.
You could put half of Trump's supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables.
And so that's partly him playing to their base.
Anyone who supported this president is, at best, looking the other way on racism, at best.
The credulous boomer Rube demo that backs Donald Trump, that wants to think that Donald Trump's the smart one, and y'all elitists are dumb.
Trump always loves the low information guy.
You elitists with your geography and your maps.
Issue of racism across the country, because that's his base.
Your math and your reading.
Yeah, you're reading, your geography, no other country.
Donald Trump couldn't.
Now let's talk about this ad. You don't need the cameras on me. Let's look at this ad again. The way they portray this ad could be dangerous. This could piss people off to the point that they may do something nuts. But yet the ad is telling some truth. This guy saying Donald Trump couldn't find Ukraine if you had a crane on top of the map where it's at. They're doing the same thing that George Stephanopoulos did And you'll see it in my Dumb DNC Mistakes series. I got a series called Dumb DNC Mistakes. The things that the Democratic Party did that cost them the election. Nothing else cost them election but these things in this video. It's in the playlist. Look below. In this video, Keith Ellison said, look, y'all sitting up there laughing, man, but this guy might be the next Republican nominee. And they just laughed, talking, come on, man, come on, man. Come on, man, you don't believe that. And I said, you cannot make a mockery of your opponent. I don't care if you think he's a simpleton. That may be part of his ploy. That may be part of his plot to get you to think he's a simpleton. It reminds me of the movie Primal Fear with Richard Gere and Ed Norton. Ed Norton played like he was a person with special needs, person who, mentally, I don't like to use the R word, but a person that's special needs. Let me say that. A special needs person. He went through a lot, and at the end of the day, once he was released from jail, because this person with special needs killed this man who was taking advantage of him, and his job was to get him off. And the whole time he playing like he had special needs, that this thing messed him up so bad that he could have been in his right mind to do this. And when he was convicted, when he was released, when he was exonerated, he just sat there and smiled and laughed. Because, hey, it's too late now. I'm exonerated. Y'all think Donald Trump is dumb? Keep thinking that man is dumb. That's how he gets you. I'm going to play the role of a dumb man, and I'm going to stick you and stab you in the back while I'm doing it, and you're going to welcome it. That man is not dumb. Even though his daddy probably helped him get in Wharton Business School, and he probably smooth along, the bottom line is that man was able to take his daddy's do 10 times more than what his daddy did. And for you numbnuts who get mad because you think I'm giving this man praise, I told you, I'm going to always tell you the truth from what I know. You go read the history of Donald Trump from non-biased discographers, whatever you want to call it. You go read these non-biased documentaries of Donald Trump, and that man did 10 times more than his daddy did. That man took the hellhole of Times Square, and yeah, there's a lot of gentrification in it. And to me, I don't think nothing wrong with redevelopment, long as the price don't go up, man. Still make it where it's available. Just teach and do whatever you can to teach people how to take care of their stuff. But Times Square was a hellhole. Hudson Yard was a hellhole. That man came in and beautified it. Now it's more, people don't have to worry about getting stabbed and robbed and stepping over homeless people like it was back in the 70s and the 80s, in certain parts of the 90s. And y'all think this man dumb. This man has made some of the most successful business moves. You can question whether it was legit, whether it's by hook or crook or whatever, but he made the business move. Sometimes, look, I come from a history of con artists and crook. Some of the smartest people you know are con artists and crooks. You think con artists are dumb? That's why it's hard to catch these guys. Because they're smart. They're always one step ahead of the authority. So don't you dare think this man is dumb. He's playing you. You better always assume that man know exactly what he's doing. And here we are. We got the RNC solidifying their base with this ad. They're going to pick an old TV too. They're going to pick one of them UHF TVs with the buttons on it. And everything in this video is making a mockery not only at Republicans in general, but it's making a mockery out of the independents who just say, nah, we're not going to reward the Democrats. We would have supported Bernie Sanders. We're not going to reward the Democratic Party when they have been called out, exposed, with documentation that they rigged this election to steal it from Bernie Sanders. And if Bernie Sanders want to be dumb enough to cower down and and people hate when I talk like that, but that's exactly what it was. Well, he lived to fight another day. Well, that's his problem. The point is, Mr. Dumb Guy on the Republican side wasn't going for that. And let me tell you something. If Trump would have ran independent because he built up that base running in that particular position as a Republican, if he went independent, he still probably would have won. Because he would have beat out, both Republican and Democrat, because a lot of people were supporting Trump, especially after the Democrats cheated Bernie Sanders, and yet they still think Bernie Sanders supporters are supposed to just bite the bullet, take it up the rear, forget about it, fall in line, and support the Democratic nominee. Why? Why I got to support the Democratic nominee? Do you realize I'm not a Democrat? Do you realize I'm a nonpartisan? Do you realize I'm not a registered voter? Do you realize I'm an independent? What make you think I got to go with you? I'd rather go with the one that you joking. The one that you making a mockery of. At least he looked like he's standing for me. At least his lies are believable. I can't believe the lies of Hillary Clinton. She's a long-term, veteran liar. Plus, she just rigged this whole election so she can win this. So you expect me to just follow you on? Get out of here. Let me go over this real quick.
You can find Ukraine on a map if you had the letter U and a picture of an actual physical crane next to it. He knows that this is, And
here's Don, sweet as lemonade. Just laughing. You're supposed to be a professional newsman, and you laughing at a man who's mocking the President of the United States. Now look, he should be mocked. You have the freedom to mock the President of the United States, but you ain't got the freedom to be a so-called professional anchor man on TV, and you're laughing. You supposed to take things serious. I can't imagine Tom Brokaw laughing. Walter Cronkite, whatever his name. Some of the best, I can never imagine them laughing. Now, Brian Williams, you mentioned missiles going off and things like that. He gonna need a cigarette a little later. But I can't imagine Brian Williams laughing. Here's Don Lemon laughing. But he's sold out. Oh, he getting that 30,000. Oh, yeah, he getting that 30,000, and him and his husband probably go and adopt some kids, and at the end of the day, Don Lemon, you're a sucker sellout. Not only have you sold out working people, you sold out black people. Real black people who know what you're all about. I can go on and on and on. And you know what I'm talking about. You're a sellout. You are a sellout. All the way down to the feet, you're a sellout. And he's sitting up here laughing.
Administration defined by ignorance of the world.
So this is administration defined by the ignorance of the world. Well, let me tell you something. And I try to be careful on how I say this, because you got people on that hate Trump so bad that they get mad when you tell them stuff that is true. For an example, Ivanka Trump is a very intelligent woman. I'm not a fan of hers. Yeah. Hangs out with Chelsea Clinton, who sits on the board of Netflix. Getting a check because of her mommy. There's many people who got the same credential as Chelsea Clinton, and many people who got the same credential as Ivanka Trump, same education, but don't get the perks. Why? Because of their parents. Nepotism and favoritism. Companies trying to get close to their family so they give you a job. Boy, I wish I had somebody in my family that could hook a brother up. No, they just want to get close to your family. They don't care about you. They're using you. And they don't mind being used. Hunter Biden making $50,000 a month on a Ukrainian board, which he have no experience. Use me, baby. I can get more cocaine and whore around with more Ukrainian women with that money. All day, every day. So first of all, the man ain't dumb. He playing y'all. He got you thinking he's dumb when he's smarter than you think. It's a ploy and a plot. Number two, she just said I could put Donald Trump, at least half of his supporters, in a basket of deplorables. So you're going to go and call voters by name. People who you don't know could be turned to your way if you had a crafty way or intelligent way of changing people's mind. But instead of doing the hard work of changing people's mind, you're going to talk about half of them deplorable. You don't know that. Here's the woman who, first woman to win a major nomination by a huge margin, set up to be the first white female president, or first female president, period. Great accolades, calling voters deplorables. People who you're going to have to be the president of. Deplorables. I mean, Donald Trump said some stupid things like, look at my African American over there and all that kind of stuff. He said some stupid things, but I don't think he called the voters names. Now, he probably called them names now, but while he was running, he didn't. I don't remember him. If you remember, you got a video of him calling people names like deplorables, all that. Let me know. Because like I said, I could be wrong, but let's continue. She could put half of his supporters in a basket of deplorables. So what about the other half? They okay, Hillary?
You could put half of Trump supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables.
And so that's partly.
And that's funny. That's funny. I'm telling you, this ad is brilliant because it is designed to piss off Trump base to not look at, especially people like Hillary Clinton, people like Pete Buttigieg. Now, I see no Bernie Sanders in this. You know why? Because Bernie Sanders don't go mock Trump voters. If you got the video, link it to it, and then I'll see if he's talking about Trump voters as deplorables. He'll talk about Trump like a dog. Now he's a pathological liar and all that, and it is true. Again, one thing I can say about Bernie Sanders, whether you like it or not, the man's gonna tell you the truth. See, I let me tell you something. I trust a man of integrity that hate my guts, hate my skin. I would rather trust him to tell me the truth so I can know how to deal with him than somebody that's gonna act like they're my friend, lying in my face all the time. They want to take my place and backstabbing me. Now look at Don Lemon. Sweet as lemonade. He's just all giddy. I mean, you think Chris Cuomo took off his clothes in front of him? Because I'm telling you, man, they got something going on, man. Chris Cuomo, you like that dude. You like that dude. You like that dude, Frodo. And he like it. I'm looking at pictures of Chris Cuomo, he kissing all on Don Lemon and stuff. You know you like that man. And he's sitting up here laughing. Professional anchorman news, laughing at the jokes of a person up there.
Him playing to their base.
Anyone who supported this president is, at best, looking the other way on racism.
All right, here's Pete Booty. Him and Don Lemon probably have a good relationship. Well, I bet both of them weren't married. They'll probably go out with each other. They're young. They're gay. You know. And, you know, Don Lemon like white guys. He don't like black guys. He like white guys. So Pete Buttigieg said, Donald Trump supporters, if at best, are looking the other way on racism. So what do you call Dr. King, who supported LBJ, to try to do what he can to keep his seat in exchange for him signing off for the Civil Rights Act? Do you call Martin Luther King racist for piling it up with this man, knowing that this man hates black people and hate him in particular? Yet, Dr. King, you got to do whatever you can to show love. And I'll be meeting with LBJ in the halls of the Citadel. We got to get these papers signed. And I don't care if he's a racist or not. As long as he get these papers signed, it don't matter to me. Here's Pete Buttigieg. People who voted for Donald Trump at best are looking the other way on racism. What make you think that? Maybe they see the other party as just as racist, but a little incognito under it. Yeah, Donald Trump is a racist. He have racist tendencies. He's done racist things. And you can't dispute that, Trumpettes. I can go through a list of things he did racist. But yet there's people in the Democratic Party just as racist. Anytime Joe Biden still proudly, with his chest stuck out, talk about this crime bill that he crafted from his bare hand, that he pushed on the Senate floor, and he pushed the House of Representatives and Congress in general to support. Hillary Clinton sided with him and pushed it too, and Bill Clinton signed it into law. It was the third horrible piece in history to do an instant attack on black people. It gave the authorities to freely muscle around black youth and blacks from 20 to 45, 50, and it still is working to this day. It already had stop and frisk before Bloomberg decided to name it stop and frisk. But they ain't just stop you. It's to stop you, we'll throw you down on the ground and put the doggone billy club on your throat and search you, and ain't nothing you gonna do about it. And we could take some steaks and throw it in your car and say you stole them out the store and run you in jail so we can fill up the prison system so we can introduce to the United States a new form of slavery. Joe Biden did that. But no, people who voted for Trump at best look the other way, are looking on the other way of racism. Maybe they staring it dead in their face. Because I'm seeing racism on both sides. And if I decide not to vote for either one of you, do that mean I'm looking over racism? No, because I see it on both sides. That's why I ain't trusting you. And I have more respect for the racists that tell me they're racist in my face and don't want to have nothing to do with me than the person who's saying, oh no, I'm not racist. I got a lot of black friends. Get out of here with that stuff. Oh, my sister cousin, sister auntie got a black boyfriend living with her. So I'm not racist, and I go see them all the time. Yeah, right.
The credulous boomer Rube demo that backs Donald Trump, that wants to think that Donald Trump's the smart one, and y'all elitists are dumb.
You know something? Like I say, you can't really tell. Con artists are some of the smartest people in the world. You know, there's a lot of con artists in the police department. They're undercover detectives. They got to con you to believe that they're really drug dealers, to believe that they're really the type of person that you want around you. Believe that you're in a mafia. You realize how many people infiltrated the mafia? Con artists are some of the smartest people that you know, but they're not going to let you know that because you're never going to see that they're outsmarting you. I will never ever think that man is dumb. Even though he may be, his language may be dumb. Look, I'm from South Florida. My language, I'll butcher your name up. I go do workshops and presentations. I have to tell the people in advance, look, I'm from the South, there's no excuse. I didn't go to college for English. So don't expect me to be perfect in my vernacular. Don't expect me to have perfect diction or none of that stuff. I say whatchamacallit, fence to, all that kind of stuff. I'm Southern country, you name it. And I'm hood. But I'm going to do this presentation and you're going to see that I know this topic and I'm smart at it. So since y'all think this man dumb, he's playing all y'all. Don't assume this man is dumb. I would never do that. I would never underestimate my opponent. I will always think he's crafty and he's up to something, and I don't trust him. See, when you think somebody dumb as a duck, and by the way, ducks are not dumb. I don't even know why I said that. When you think that, that makes you vulnerable to not take that person seriously. Do you want to continue to not take this man seriously? And for some reason, this Senate removal is not going to happen. So hang it up. They wasting time with the TV and all that kind of stuff. Let these people go campaign so we can vote this dude out of office. But they're being slick by keeping this man on the campaign trail. Oftentimes, Trump will do something just to stir you up, just to see how you're going to act. And his base can see it. To me, I think Trump is one of the biggest trolls ever. And he's trolling these people. And that's why these people always come out like that. And they doing the same thing to Bernie. They're not going to say he's dumb. But they're going to side with Trump and say he's crazy. Crazy Bernie. You better not sleep on crazy Bernie. People believe he flatlines in the poll and he's not going to flatline. He's going to do no different from Hillary Clinton. He's been at one point. When is he going to give it up? Bernie's not going to ever move up. He's going to stand. He's going to flatline. Whenever the poll numbers are flat and it's not increasing month to month, then that means your campaign is dead. Who told you that? It's the steady game. It's the tortoise versus the hare. Now let's listen to Chris Matthews, the host of No Balls. See what he got to say.
Trump always loves the low information guy.
You would lead us with your...
Trump always loved the low information guy. Yeah, he loves the low information guy. He loves the media information guy. And he loves the high information guy, long as he don't think he's higher than him. That's what white supremacy is all about. I'm supreme. Before Trump ran his mouth on Barack Obama, Trump had Michael Jackson as a buddy. He had Snoop Dogg as a buddy. He had 50 Cent as a friend of his. You name it. Bob Johnson, all these people, friends of Trump. And he didn't mind that. He loved being around black wealthy elites. I told you white supremacists, they surround themselves around black people to make it seem like they're not white supremacists. Incognito, that is an intelligent move. But y'all think this man is dumb. But the moment he put his mouth on Barack Obama, people pulled the weight in. He would have been all right. He would still be in that circle of wealthy black people trying to seem like he's not, if he would have never ran for office. And yeah, this is the guy who supported the stop and frisk. Yeah, this is the guy who ran his mouth on the Central Park fire, racist behind. This is the guy who him and his family just screwed people all over New York through their properties. Hired illegal immigrants, but yeah, he want to throw them out now. The same guy. This guy said Trump supporters want you to think that he's the smart one and you guys are elitists. Look at this. Look at what you're doing right now. You elitists are sitting up here making fun of this man. And like I said, it's okay to make fun of him. But don't you dare not take this man serious. Don't you dare laugh to the point where you're going to continue to think he's a joke. And that's how you're going to end up winning again. And I said that 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago. Keep taking this man for a joke. He's playing possum, and y'all feeding right into it, laughing about this. And this is eating up his base. This is going to play over and over again in the states that Trump won. It's not going to play in the states where Trump won heavily. It's going to play. He's going to solidify that base. It's going to play in those swing states. And these people are going to be like, yeah, I hate these liberals. And some of them are going to get to the point where they're going to say, I hate these liberals. I can't stand them. I wish to remove them off this earth. And they're going to literally try to remove some of you off the earth because some people are not mentally stable. You don't do this. You're talking about the fabric of America calling in your a fabric of America names. You're sitting up here laughing at these people, joking these people. That's why I don't think you ever heard me down talk a voter base. I don't think you ever heard me. I talk about me and how I do things. And I'll tell you, if you believe this person, you bump your head. Or if you lean toward that person, you bump your head. But I'm not going to sit here and call you names and make a mockery out of you. I would never do that. Yet you got Don Lemon, sweet as lemonade, definitely paid, chilling with Chris Cuomo in the shade, on national TV, laughing like a giddy little kid. So, constant professional, right? Over this. Negro think he had a Chris Rock concert. And look at this guy over here with the shades on. Oh, I made him laugh. Look at that. Oh, laugh guy. Because it's funny. I'm funny. Oh, and I'm right. Yeah, look what. You're the host of a brand new RNC ad that they're going to use to stir up their base. And it will. And I can see how it will. Because if I was a Trump supporter, I'll be pissed off at you. And you just made it easier for me to go to the poll. Y'all keep doing this mess.
Geography and your maps.
Issue of racism across the country because that's his base.
Now, I want to go back to this. Here's Joe Biden talking about it's the issue of racism all across the country because that's his base. All of his base, oh God. You got black people in his base. Small number of black people, but you got some. A lot of black evangelicals. Good people. Just made their own decision on the president, in my book. Good people. A lot of them I know. Good people. You got a lot of Obama supporters. Your former supporters, Joe Biden, decided to vote for Trump. And a lot of them was independent who came over to the Democratic Party to vote for you and Barack Obama. And you're going to think you're going to down talk them because they didn't vote Hillary Clinton who cheated the election and called them deplorables, all kind of names. You think somebody's going to really do that? How dumb you think people are? People are not sadomasochists. They're not going to sit there and let you keep dumping on them and keep whipping on them and beating them for pleasure. You're not going to do that. You didn't. This is not that day no more where you have to choose the lesser of two evils. People are not doing that no more. People choosing good. Either you're going to bring something good or I'm not voting. Either you're going to look out for my best interest or not, I'm not voting. And they got a right not to vote. And you can't do nothing about it. And they ain't got to vote for, well, if they make me hate Trump, I'm automatically support them. Who told you that? They ain't got nowhere else to go. Who told you that? Well, they got to go somewhere. What law requires them to go somewhere and vote? What law requires to make you the default vote? I'm not voting for Trump, so automatically I'm going to vote for a Democrat. No, people sit home. People have no reason to vote. In 2016, we had two of the least liked candidates in American history. Nobody really wanted to vote for them. All they did was talk about each other like a dog and try to expose each other's weakness. Never got to talk about the people issues. Voter turnout was low because people can't stand these people. They couldn't stand Hillary, they couldn't stand Trump, and I'm one of them. I looked at the records of both of them. Crap, horrible record. But yet these same people up here try to sit here and make it seem like Hillary Clinton has this stellar record, but when you look deep down at the record, you find out a white piece of paper going across your butt cheeks after you left the bathroom got more credibility than Hillary Clinton. I know that's graphic. And more credibility than Donald Trump. Crook on this side in New York, crook on that side in Capitol Hill. And they're trying to tell you to vote for the least crook. There's no such thing as least crook. A crook is a crook. A corrupt person is a corrupt person. The bottom line is you're corrupt and you're a crook. It's not what you did that make you a crook. It's in your nature. A crook just automatically go do something to solidify who they really are. And both of them did that. And here's Joe Biden, the author of the racist crime bill. Gonna talk about somebody's base being racist. Really? Really? I don't know who pool you got in and what kid rubbed your blonde legs, but you need this guy out of that pool, dude.
Yeah, you're reading, your geography, knowing other countries.
They think you're a joke. Prove them wrong in November. Paid for by the Republican National Committee, not authorized by any candidate or candidate committee. So in other words, GOP saying, we're coming out the bat. This ain't got nothing to do with Trump. We're going to use this to solidify Trump base. They're going to use this to solidify Trump base. They're going to undergird that base. They're going to put brackets in the ground and make sure they don't go anywhere. So the people who you call deplorable, racist, you think all this, just because you called them names, they're going to all of a sudden support you? And then the people who are not that, let's say there are some, because there are racists in both parties, and you probably got some deplorable people in both parties, but to go as high as 50% Hillary Clinton? Half? And for you, Joe Biden, to run your mouth and you created a racist crime bill? And you, Pete Buttigieg? Really? Gonna poke the finger at him after what you did in your city, in your town currently right now? A black person got killed and the officer have not been fired? And a host of other things that's been going on in your hometown. Police officers reenacting the KKK scene from Django Unchained? Really? You gonna talk about somebody being a racist? So here you got a man who is in charge of authorities that's racist in South Bend, Indiana. Then you got a man who habitually do racist things, Joe Biden, with the school bus segregation, the crime bill, and a whole host of other things. And the way he just treat people if they say they don't vote for him, he was like, he get mad. He'd be ready to punch somebody in the throat, body slam. And a person got a right to go to you and say, look, I can't vote for you. Unless you change this, unless you support this, I ain't voting for you. If you're willing to, if you're going to support it and push this, I may vote for you. That's what they're supposed to do, Joe. And that's why you're falling in the polls. I'm done. One of the dumb DNC mistakes of 2016 is, number one, underestimating your opponent. Because when they're clowning him, you're going to end up looking like the clown at the end of the day. Just like you did in November the 5th, 2016, you looked like a clown. You called them all kind of clowns, and and rightfully so. But you can't be doing that stuff when it comes to campaigning. You got to take this thing serious. Because at the end of the day, the very next day, you end up becoming a clown. You're sitting up here talking about how dumb he is, and at the end of the day, when he win in 2020 because of your stupid mess, and it'll be your fault, nobody else, no Russia, nobody, you end up looking stupid. He made you look stupid. He didn't make me look stupid because I don't vote for the lesser two evils. I don't vote, I vote my best interest, and neither one of them was in my best interest. I got that right. So I didn't look like a fool. I was not upset that night on my job when we was looking at the monitors. I was like, well, maybe we get Hillary Clinton, it's going to be okay. But then I realized her war hawk record, realized how bad she wanted to go to war. Realized how bad she wanted to invade Syria, how bad she wanted to go into Iran and up these wars. Full scale now, which means her kids. What's her name is not going in that war. Chelsea is not fighting no wars. She too busy collecting her $30,000 a month check, maybe $500 a month check from Netflix. She ain't going to war. It's your kids. See, I ain't got time to play games with this politics, man. It's 2020. You ain't got nothing for my people. You ain't got nothing for my community. Kiss off. I'm not voting D or R. I stopped doing that a long time ago. It don't matter who you are. You can be an R. If you're doing something for my community, I got your back. If you're D, I got your back. If you know party affiliate, if you're green, I don't give a crap. I'm going to be the wind behind your sail if you're serious behind helping my community. Don't talk the talk. Show me where you walked it. Where's your consistency? Don't tell me you can do something and you never tried it before. Do it first, then I'll get with you. Anyway, I'm done. This video, I want you to understand that this is not a video to sleep on. Now, Bernie Sanders had a good video with Dr. King. That could probably one of the hardest hitting videos I've seen him in a while. I give credit where credit is due. But this is just as hard. You news reporters need to stop doing that. I know your bosses is telling you what to say, and you need to come out and say it. And sometimes it's fearful and you risk losing your job, but what about your integrity? What about your credibility? YouTube is hot. There's so many video platforms you can start your own channel and teach the truth, and people appreciate it. You may not make as much money as you do lying on TV, but you can if you said it right. And right now I'm learning how to say it right because I ain't making no money on here because maybe it's me. Can't be you guys because you guys always give for $5 a month, to help a brother out. You always do that. Can't be me. Let me stop. No guilt here, okay? But now this ad is powerful, and it's going to solidify Trump base, and it's going to strengthen those who could have voted for who voted for Barack Obama in 2008 and 2012, but just wasn't going to vote for Hillary Clinton, especially after they rigged and cheated, and they decided to support Trump. Some decided I'm not supporting either one of them, but some of them did decide to show Trump. Number one, to show you Democrats that I dare you, and guess what? They're going to tell you again, I dare you. You do this again, we're going to support him again. Just to stick it to you. Just to stick it to you, because we want to crush your dreams again. And yeah, it's a scary thing. I can't do it. I ain't voting on people I'm not voting for people on investigation. I'm not voting for crooks. I'm not voting for people got a habit of doing horrible things to my community and don't apologize for it and stop making. No. The only way you're going to get my vote is tell me how you're going to help my community in particular. I understand what you're going to do for America in general, but what are you going to do for my people in particular? What are you going to do my community? Can we talk? Can I tell you what need to be done here in detail? Can you put that on your platform? Can you designate somebody and give them what they need to make this thing happen? Can I show you how the best way to close the wealth gap? And can you support it? Because if you can't, why are you here? Why are you here? Nevertheless, I'm done. Thank you for watching this segment of the Rob Report. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And hey, if you want to donate, Super Chat, don't do it through Super Chat. If you want to support the channel, you can always do that through my PayPal account. Information is here. Or my Cash App. I prefer PayPal. Don't do the Super Chat donation. Please don't do that one. And last but not least, become a member of the Bob TV Brigade. Don't have that many people, but we want to grow it. It's $5 a month. You can hit the membership button here right below, or you can join through the Patreon channel. I'm Robert Brown with the Rob Report. I appreciate you. You have a good day. Peace.